Can you describe a time when you coached or assisted with athletic training or strength and conditioning and what your role was in that setting? So while I was a CrossFit coach and an affiliate manager, I was responsible for leading group classes for athletes with varying skill levels and capabilities. But my goal was to be able to provide individualized coaching that made sure that the programming was still structured and everybody was safe, but that the community was still engaged. And I used principles of progressive overload and specific movement cues to help keep members on track. And then I also introduced new skills every week for difficult movements like Olympic lifting, and members gave really positive feedback. And we saw a lot of improved performance, whether that was in PRs or less injuries, or just general feel. What aspect of human performance are you most passionate about, and how do you stay engaged or keep learning outside of the classroom? So as an exercise science major and as a CrossFit coach, I have seen time and time again just how movement can truly change lives, not only physically, obviously combating sedentary lifestyles and major sicknesses, diseases, but also bringing people together in community. And that actually happened with my professor. I was sitting in his class and he noticed that I had a CrossFit sticker on the back of my laptop, and he asked me if I did exercise of any sort, and I actually got engaged in research through that way. And then now we have gone on to publish 2 papers. We're working on a third, and he has just been such a wonderful mentor, and it has really opened a lot of opportunities for me, learning just every day with research itself, but also more about CrossFit. We've been focusing heavily on workload and how volume affects pacing. Okay, tell me about a time you received critical feedback in a training or academic setting and how you responded and what you did afterwards. So during one of my early CrossFit coaching shifts, a senior coach gave me feedback that I was spending too much time correcting a certain population of athletes, the newer athletes, and I needed to improve my ability to manage the entire room while still giving valuable feedback to individuals. So I took the feedback seriously and started watching how experienced coaches balance their attention across a group, and I practiced using quicker cues that just were more effective with expectations up front. And within a few weeks, I was able to keep the energy high and manage large groups more confidently, and that's one of the compliments that I get now from my athletes, is how well I'm able to manage large groups of classes.